The Fall of Mr. Krit. In the city's tallest law firm, nestled high above the noise and dust of everyday life, sat Mr. Krit, a man whose name was both feared and envied. He wore his arrogance like a tailored suit, polished and precise. Known for winning high-profile cases and charging more than most people earned in a year, Krit had built his reputation on power, not principle. He didn't believe in mercy, only money. If a client couldn't afford his fees, they weren't worth his time. "I don't do charity," he would say with a smirk. The courtroom isn't a place for beggars. Even among his colleagues, he was ruthless. He mocked those who chose to represent poor clients, especially pro bono cases. To him, it was weakness. "You waste your talent on people who can't even pay you in peanuts," he once said to a junior lawyer who had taken on a case for a single mother evicted from her home. "When you're tired of playing Mother Teresa, let me know." He lived in a penthouse apartment, drove a luxury car, and wined and dined with the elite. His world was made of glass and steel, shiny and impenetrable, or so he thought. But life has a way of humbling even the most untouchable. The fall, it began with a risky investment, then another. Krit, always confident in his intellect, believed he could never lose. But the market turned unexpectedly, and within months, a large portion of his wealth vanished. He tried to recover, but the debts piled up. Clients started pulling away, and whispers of mismanagement began circulating. His firm grew cold toward him. Colleagues he had mocked for years offered no sympathy. "Now you want our help?" one of them said quietly. "You laughed when we helped others. Why should we help you now?" Krit was forced to sell his car, then his apartment. Lawsuits followed from former clients claiming fraud, and soon even the law license he had so proudly clutched was suspended. Wheaton Ayer, the man who once dined with judges and politicians, was living in a shelter, his clothes tattered, his face unshaven. Rumors spread like wildfire. "Is that really him?" people whispered, seeing him wander the streets with a bottle in hand. Yes, that was Mr. Krit, now a broken man. The lesson one cold evening, as he sat outside a convenience store, trying to stay warm. A car pulled up. A young woman stepped out. She was dressed modestly, holding a bag of food. "Mr. Krit," she asked gently. He looked up, eyes blurry. "Do I know you? You once refused to represent my mother when we were evicted. You told her poor people should solve their own problems." Krit lowered his eyes, ashamed. The woman smiled, but not in mockery. "It hurt back then. But someone else helped us, a kind lawyer who didn't care about money. We got our home back." She handed him the bag. "I became a lawyer too. I help people now. People like we used to be. Just thought I'd return the kindness you didn't give. So maybe you can pass it on if life ever gives you another chance." She walked away. Krit sat there, stunned. That moment cut deeper than any fall from a penthouse. It was then he understood the wealth he had worshipped couldn't protect him. The pride he held on to had pushed away every hand that might have lifted him. And the cruelty he once dished out had found its way back to him, served cold. But just moral kindness costs nothing, but saves much.